Hi, welcome back to Quest Body Doubling with Tara Lewis-Smith, and I'm your host, Tara. So today, with our journey on spring cleaning, I am doing my garage, but I'm back in my living room because I'm going through decades, like literally decades. I do not want to age myself. However, I'm going through pictures of pretty much everything from, like, it is decades because it's like my grandparents' pictures, like when my mom was young, when my grandparents were young. I think I found some pictures of my grandpa being with another woman before my grandma. And so, like he looks young. So anyways, but family history. So I'm literally going through decades of pictures. And so I have had it just in storage and I've just added to them. I've kept my kids' artwork. So I now have bins for everybody. I don't like using plastic bins, but sometimes it is necessary. So I have all my plastic bins of everybody in their category. There's some over there, there's some here, there's some here. So anyways, we are going to go for 25 minutes today just to kind of change things up. So we are on day 5. Day 5, I have to remember what day it is. So we're on day 5 of spring cleaning on the spectrum. So if you want to, you can also go through pictures. If you want to do other project or whatever that's in that area that you have chosen to clean and declutter for this 30-day challenge, I suggest that you go and get it. I already have my bins, but you also need bins for stuff that you're going to throw away, stuff you want to keep, stuff that goes in a different location, and stuff that you want to donate. And of course, you can also have the option of having a maybe box. It's always a good idea sometimes to just put like a bin, a box, a treasure chest, whatever you have, like by the front door, or if you have the space to do that, and then you can just add stuff in when you find it. You're like, oh, I don't really need this anymore, so maybe it should go in the maybe pile or in the donation pile. So and it's helpful to have it by the front door or whatever your door that you use on a regular basis, because then that way you're seeing it all the time. Make sure it's opened, not closed, okay? So, because, you know, those of us who have object blindness, we need things with open containers, no lid. All right. So without further ado, because I've already started this project, so we're going to go for 25 minutes, and then we're going to, oh, nope, wrong one. Okay. All right, so we're going for 25 minutes, starting now. All right, and then I feel like a little claustrophobic because I just kind of stuck them all together, but here we go. Oh, did I start it? I think I hit it. Hold on. Oh, no, we're still going. Okay. All right, I'll stick that right there so I don't mess with it. So, okay, if you've seen any of my videos, thank you so much for coming back. I don't know what video it's in, but I have talked about, I think it's in like last year's videos, but I have talked about writing yourself notes, and this one I have. So this one says already went through all pictures we want. Okay, so it doesn't have to be pretty. It's not pretty. And this lid is dirty because it's been in the garage, so please excuse the lid. So I'm just gonna take that off and dust it off. Later I do have Clorox and towel. But okay, so I already know that everything in here is pictures. So, but I'm taking it a step further and actually going to be doing stuff with those pictures. I think I'm emotionally and mentally ready, physically ready to do this now. A lot of this stuff is from the time with my first husband. So, of course, I did not look at any of this stuff when I was married to my second husband. It's been 4.5 years since he passed away, so I'm ready to do more spring cleaning, deeper spring cleaning, and put all of the pictures in photo albums. I'm in the position. My twins are 11 now, and I'm finally ready to do their baby book. So, but it's difficult, you know. I always feel like I always have so much to do during the day, but now I do have more time to do stuff, because parenting doesn't get easier, but it does get different. So because I'm able to do this, my kids are on spring break, but right now they're playing video games. So now I'm going to go through pictures. But then you have to deal with your kids, when they become teenagers, you have to deal with them going off with friends that either they're driving or they're driving their car with their friends at, 16, 18 years old. So that's a lot of fun. So anyway, we're going. All right, we're going to sort, and then we'll move on. Okay, probably don't want to keep that. Okay. And you could feel free to always change mine as well. I just did. Okay. Cards. Gosh, these are all cards. I thought I had a bin for everyone, but it's all of the letters. It's letters from my first. He was one of the first to go over to Iraq after 9/11. So I felt like I needed to keep it just for my kids, but also like for history and stuff. Like, that's why you always need trash. Alright. And then you have the negatives. All of these together. Okay. Okay, these are all the negatives. Oh my gosh, sorry about that. See, the thing is me and my mom. My mom, I had to go on bed rest for at 25 weeks for my twins. And so my mom moved in temporarily to help out with the twins and everything. And my twins are 11 and my mom still lives with me. So granted, a lot of stuff has happened in the last 11 years. However, I just feel like, but we're the last ones, like, of our, like, immediate family that's, like, older, including my brother, unfortunately. So we have a lot, like, now all of the pictures are back in our care. And so that's why I kind of feel like we have this massive amount of pictures. And so I feel like, okay, so now we're gonna pare that down. Like, all the duplicates are gonna be gone, like, all of that. So because my mom's getting older now, and I'm just resigning myself to the fact that we're together. So who knows what we're supposed to be learning from each other from our past lives, I think. But definitely, but we can pare down the pictures while we're working on it, right? Okay. Because I have seen, going through this, I have seen like multiple pictures, and I'm like, why do we have so many duplicates? But it's because everybody else had pictures, and then now they're all back. Now all the pictures are back together. Oh, okay, so here, this is my villain. Okay, so I think this is my grandma. This picture of my grandmother and her kitchen out of the camera's kind of far away, but I want you to be able to see everything here. But it's the back of her head. So we're gonna put that right there. We'll see. Okay, I don't know if it's like that. No. Okay. VHS tape, and I have no idea what it is. Yay! I got one thing done. One down. Okay. There. I'll use that later. Okay, so now I'm going to have to change my note because there's nothing in that one right now. Okay. Alright, here we go. Okay, we got about 14 minutes left. There. That. Oh my word. Okay. Fancy picture, but there's no picture in it. So, but it's got words on it. So I'm like, well, I guess I can use that. Oh. Great artist. And that's what they have all the kids' artwork, and I have all of I just shoved it back. Okay, trying to stay port. We're good. We're good to go. Okay. All right, since we are spring cleaning on the spectrum, oh my gosh, this is gonna make me cry. Oh my gosh, I'm probably gonna have to take it. Oh. This was from one of my dearest friends that I've known since from high school. This is from her mom. It's a note from her mom, and her mom literally died. But I'm fine. Oh, that's the hard part, going through all this stuff. So, and how am I supposed to get rid of, like, I don't know. But I'm gonna put it in a photo album. Is what I'm gonna do. It's hard. It's fine. Okay. Now I got sidetracked on spring cleaning on the spectrum. But I was gonna go over like what autistic myths or whatever. Let me know if you have seen any like stuff that they say that autistic people do or think or whatever. But that's actually not the entire like truth or entirely accurate or just plain not accurate at all. You know, because I've discovered like, wait a minute, how come they say this one thing? And once again, it's because you know, back in the day, like even like the 90s, it only white rich boys were autistic, so nobody else. So, so there is a lot of myths and stuff out there that is still very much like the norm or whatever. And I think like one of the biggest ones is like making eye contact. Like they'll say like autistic people really can't make eye contact. And so when I was younger and I was told that you need to, you know, to be a good listener or whatever, you need to make eye contact with people. So I wanted to be a good listener and not interrupt people because I also have ADHD, you know, whatever. So I worked really, really hard at becoming, with my eye contact, right? And I worked in customer service. I worked in sales for many, many years. And so I had the opportunity to look lots and lots of different people in the eyes. And so I was literally in my 40s when I found out that neurotypical people actually don't look people in the eye either, like all the time. Like it's kind of creepy if you just stare into their eyes all the time. And so, like, and not that I did that in any ways, because it was difficult. But like, they don't actually look at people in the eye. They'll look at the center of their forehead, or they'll look in one eye at a time. And I'm like, where did this idea come that to be listening and being respectful, you have to look people in the eye? Because nobody actually really does that unless you're like the first 3 months in a relationship when you're totally in love. Like, really? So, and I do make eye contact with people, and you still want to acknowledge people, but I feel like that's one of the biggest things. Like, oh, autistic people don't make eye contact. It's like, well, okay, like it's not really that big of a deal if they don't, and if they're not looking in the eyes, like it's not necessarily mean they're not listening. Like, I know for me, like if I'm taking notes, like you know, I'm not in college now, but like back in the day, I would like even like, and I used to go to church. Don't anymore, but I would have to doodle. I would have to take notes. Like they would hand you the notes or whatever. I would have to literally take notes so I could pay attention. So, you know, so it's not necessarily, hold on. Okay. So it's not necessarily like you have to listen to people to look in their eyes. That's my thing. I got sidetracked because now I got to figure out where everything is going. Okay. I seriously think this is from my grandma to my mom. Okay, so we want all that. So I don't know. If you have any other myths, I would love to know about them. And then, my mom's me. Oh, John Anderson to all right. So yeah, once again, like my grand aunt, Aunt Gertrude and Uncle Vince, like they both passed on. So now I have a letter from them, from somebody. So I might have to. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with all this. Like, anybody has any suggestions on that? That would be great. But I am going to. I'm gonna make photo albums, and I'm gonna write stories. I'm gonna write stories about, who people are, like who my Aunt Gertrude and my Uncle Vince were, and like, it's a cool story because my Uncle Vince like literally came from, I think, Yugoslavia. I think I'm probably not saying that right, but like when he was 13, with one like his older brother. I think his older brother was 14 and he was 13, and they got on a ship and came to America. And in New York, they looked up their last name. I think it starts with a Z. It's like Zip or something. And they looked up the family name in the phone book in New York and asked if they could stay with them. And the family was like, sure, come on down. And then he made his way all the way to Washington to meet my grand aunt. So yeah, so it's like stuff like that. I guess I need to sit down and write out before anything happens. I want everything to be nice, neat, and organized. It's a whirlwind. A lot of this also too. She just put it in bins as well, and then we just move on. However, I probably should have put these in some kind of order. I'm gonna put everything in a bin, and then I'll go through each bin and just visually like, okay, what am I gonna keep? What am I not gonna keep? Oh. Okay. Adjust a little bit. There we go. It sucks sometimes to not have names on things. Oh my word. Okay, I got so caught up in that. All right, that was 25 minutes, so we're going to stop here. Today was day 5 of spring cleaning on the spectrum. So whatever you got done in the 25 minutes, you did awesome and amazing, and you should be very proud of yourself. So make sure you don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow. Because we are going to have 25 more days of spring cleaning on the spectrum. And make sure you come back tomorrow for the next video. And I hope you have the most awesome, amazing rest of your day. And I'll see you in the next video.